This box opens places in Windows that you may never have seen as a Windows user. Surprisingly, Microsoft never talks about some of these. Maybe for a reason, maybe not. Either way, if you use Windows every day, this box can quietly make your life easier, sometimes better, or even faster. So let's get into it. If you've ever watched videos about speeding up Windows, then you might have stumbled on this command. This command is popular for a reason. You see, every time you run applications on your Windows system, install applications, or run system updates, Windows quietly creates temporary files that in turn assist with performance, sometimes act as backups during particular operations. And I've noticed this mostly with Microsoft Office applications, where the system could go off maybe because of a power outage while I'm typing some documents, but on the next boot, my work is right where I left it without manually saving it. Now this is good. This is really good, but here's the problem. With time, these temporary files pile up and usually have a toll on both storage and performance of the system. The good news here is you can delete these safely without risking system failure. And that's where our commands come in. Temp and temp enclosed in percentage signs. Running these commands individually simply by typing each one of them in the run dialog box and pressing enter takes you straight to the system temporary files and the local user temporary files. Go ahead, select all these and permanently delete. It's totally safe. Your apps will keep running as usual because Windows recreates what it needs. On top of clearing storage space, you may actually notice a faster performance. Now, just because this improves performance and clears out the trash doesn't mean you have to do this on a daily. Honestly, you could do this once a week or even once a month. That's good enough. Now, personally, I'm the type of user that installs so many apps on my system and leave them uninstalled even when I don't need them anymore, at least for some time. It gets even worse. There are times I totally forget the names of these particular apps, but I know the app when I see it. So finding such apps becomes so hard for me in times when I need them. If you've been in a situation such as mine, then I've got you covered with this command. After pressing the enter key, Windows is going to take you straight to the apps folder. What you see right here are all the apps that I've installed on my system and not uninstalled. Now you could go ahead and create a shortcut for the app that you are looking for, just in case you know you'll need it later but find it so hard to locate. You do that by simply dragging it onto the desktop, or you could right click and pin it to the taskbar. Both ways make the app easier to access. You just have to choose what works best for you. Anyway, speaking of apps, Windows has another folder that is hidden by default. This folder is holding onto your user-specific settings, it's holding onto configurations and data for your browsers, games, and all the different software you've installed on your system. Now this could come in handy for users that prefer manual configurations of particular software, maybe video games, and not only that, you could also use this folder to back up application settings for the different apps on your system. Topping that off, I'm certain 90% of users out there face program malfunctions, and deleting the configuration files of these malfunctioning programs in this folder could definitely solve that issue. Now, this folder is called the app data, and there are so many different ways of locating it, but the fastest there is that I know is this. We've had enough about finding apps and modifying them. Now let's talk about how to quickly uninstall them without actively opening their location folders to find their uninstall executables. What you do with this list is find the app or software you want gone, right click it, choose uninstall. Now the system might ask for permission depending on your user account control settings, or it may not. Now there are so many commands that are so useful when it comes to using the run dialog box, and we could go all day talking about them and never finish them all. So I left some more that I find super cool and useful down in the description. But before we close this up, I'd like to throw in a simple shortcut that could be of help mostly to gamers and all users out there who rely so much on their graphics drivers. This shortcut is not in the run dialog box, but I find it so magical. What it does is it restarts your graphics drivers without ever needing to restart your system. And immediately after pressing these keys, you're going to notice your screen flash black, it's going to beep, and it's going to fix issues like the stuck screens. I really hope this video was of help to someone out there. This is TechWithBenam. See you in the next one. Goodbye.